Seems like everyone wants the little piece of the Bitcoin. If you look at BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF, they're buying relentlessly. So just about 5 to 7 days ago, they owned about 2,600 Bitcoin. Not really that much, but still like a humongous amount. And then for January 12th, just 5 days ago, BlackRock owns about 11,000 Bitcoins. And it got to a point where having 11,500 Bitcoins in such a short amount of time made BlackRock on pace to become the largest Bitcoin holder in the world. Now, there's one thing that you want to know about BlackRock is they don't like to be second place. BlackRock is one of the biggest corporations in the world. They own trillions of dollars worth of assets from the US to the Middle East to Japan. They own from small companies, they own private equity to owning some of the biggest companies in the world. Even Elon Musk is a little bit worried about BlackRock's influence in his company in the future, and even requested to have a voting power of a little over 20% because he was a little bit worried about how he wouldn't really be that influential and how BlackRock will probably be the most influential guy in his company. And that's from Tesla, which is almost $1 trillion company. And BlackRock now, they want a whole entire slice of the Bitcoin pie. Look at Bitcoin right now. In the past year, it already doubled in price, right? Prices went all the way to a low of like $21,000. Now it's at 42 grand. And prices this month is holding pretty steady despite a massive pump. Hedge funds and corporations are buying relentlessly, right? There's probably already a lot of bad press about BTC to make you want to sell. Here's what I really advise, guys. Don't sell, okay? If big old BlackRock is already spending hundreds of billions of dollars trying to acquire as many Bitcoins as possible, don't be the guy that sells it to them. Be the guy that holds Bitcoin. Like, hold just a little bit. You don't even have to hold that much. You think it's a risky investment? Well, cut some positions, but still hold a bit, because if you look at BlackRock now, they're holding 16,361 Bitcoins, worth almost $1 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETF. And there's even rumors that BlackRock has a lot of other cold wallets that they're buying in for investment, and they're holding those Bitcoins for future investment. There's only a fine number of Bitcoins out there. There's just so many Bitcoins, right? And if BlackRock just buys, they own 10%, 20%, 30% in the future, they pretty much have a huge leverage on the Bitcoin pricing and the future of the coin. So right now we're going to be seeing some pretty big stuff happening with BTC, especially with so many other companies already coming out with their own Bitcoin ETFs. Now, one of the most funniest things I've saw in the past few days was the Vanguard representatives who talk a lot of smack about Bitcoin apologizes for a lack of crypto vision. Now, remember BlackRock, Vanguard, all those old timers, those extremely massive corporations and funds, they never liked crypto. They never liked Bitcoin. And many times they said a lot of bad things about crypto. But now it seems like every single fund is suddenly doing a 180 and changing their stance on Bitcoin. The volume and the amount of money that's trading in many of these ETFs is through the roof. If you look at the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, even the small cap 2000, combine all of their volume together, it doesn't even equivalent to the same one as the Bitcoin ETF. I'm being for real, guys, when I tell you, even big investors, famous ones with a lot of capital, like just throwing one out there, Cathie Wood, she bought a bunch of Bitcoin ETF. And a lot of other corporations are doing the same thing. And BlackRock even announced like a boomer ad to get their older clients to buy the Bitcoin ETF. They're going to be making a lot of money from this, guys. And they're going to be hogging all the Bitcoins. They know it's the future, and they want more. At this pace, BlackRock could have more Bitcoin than any other single entity on Earth. And yes, there's public Bitcoin holders like MicroStrategy, but for the single entity, right, BlackRock, they're buying more, they're gobbling up more coins, and like I said before, just in a very short amount of time, guys, in less than 10 to 12 days, they already upped their Bitcoin holdings from 2,000 to 16,000, and that's only the ones that we know about. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment below, and see you later.